Put a camera on me, Rick.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go buy 7 TVs.
For what?
7 70-inch TV and just
People-
put it around the house.
This is gonna be good.
Put it around the house, right? And I put it all the channels on Animal Kingdom of
Show you what.
when animals making love and who they make love to,
Right. And how we go?
and how they act towards the man.
How it's supposed to go?
You understand?
Yeah.
Because I want a female.
To understand what our
understand.
position is.
Like, I don't want to watch no what you call it, no reality show.
Yeah, love and hip hop. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to another evening of Livewire Radio, 95.7 FM on livewireradio.com. And you know what the program is called? Let's Talk. And tonight, you know, you're in the house with
J-Star
alongside the brethren we left with for much days and just come back
for 3 weeks.
3 weeks, right? Alongside Mr. Shani.
You don't know, me there.
All right. Yeah, man. So, good evening, man. We're getting ready to get into it, Jay. And there's a lot of things in the news, man. And I don't know. The world is going crazy. So, Star, what you say? Yeah, smack your
I don't know why I don't find this funny, but I tried to bring some you know.
Nah, it's not funny.
It's not funny,
not
but
funny
It's
at
not
all.
funny at all. I don't know what's wrong with you.
people, listen. We've been doing this for a long time, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And sometimes, you know, even though that we're talking about some things that is touchy, you know, I just try to find some humor in it at the end of the day. You know, but guys, we got some good stuff to talk about tonight. And welcome to Let's Talk. And guys, what do you think about this, right? Do you think Westmoreland MP George Wright should resign from Parliament?
I think that Westmoreland MP George Wright needs to get his ass whooped. That's
Judge wrong.
George wrong. You know, a bottom line. Listen,
Wait, hold on 1 second. Right? Quick question for people that don't know who George Wright is. Sean, do you wanna?
Yeah, Judge Wright is
Who is-
a MP, a Jamaica Labour Party MP for the ruling government.
Can you elaborate more? Cause I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, he's a MP. A MP is just like a caretaker for like a constituency in like a region that it's like a caretaker for a community. Put it that way.
Okay.
so
It's
just like how we have here, we have the mayor of a town or a senator.
It's not like a mayor. He's like a what do you call it up here? Representative.
Yeah.
Okay, he's just a representative.
Yes,
Also
it's
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so good. What you guys think about? Do you think he should be? Because why I'm asking this question is because there's a video out there of him actually assaulting a woman, beating a woman, even took a break and went back.
It's not funny.
It's not funny, guys. It's not funny.
not funny,
But he
bro.
actually took a break in the middle of the ass whooping and went back and assault that
So,
woman. What do you guys really think about that?
I think him need to resign immediately as MP, and this is not a good example for like men in Jamaica. Because as a politician, you should be setting an example for what the nation should follow, and he's not setting that example. And I strongly urge Andrew Holness, Harris Chanka. Harris Strong is like the vice president of the Jamaica National Party, to condemn him and remove him from office. He need to resign immediately. You understand? If he stay there, it's just gonna it's just gonna blow up in like people's face that like the government doesn't care about violence against women.
Right.
So, yeah.
Here's how I feel about this situation. First of all, I feel like that lady's brother or uncle should go pay Mr. Wright a visit, Mr. Wrong a visit.
I don't believe.
And hold on, let me finish my thought. Right, should pay him a visit and really show him what an ass whipping look like. With that said, right? With that said, and of course I'm not encouraging violence or anything like that. However, this is the problem with Jamaica. I mean, we can say whatever we want to say, but this is a clear indication of why Jamaica is in the state that it is when it comes to violence and crime. Because here's what. There is no conflict resolution, right?
Yeah.
You know, women good at the mouth and they will run off at the mouth. And a lot of times you could drive a man to a certain extent. And I do understand that. However, when you as a minister, somebody that's in high position, remember, you have the power to put legislations together to govern Jamaica. So a guy like that who's supposed to be the caretaker and somebody that helps to put legislation together, you a beat a woman, guess what happened? You not put no laws enact any laws to protect any woman because you know that you do the same thing. So why would you put a law to say, well, if a man hit a woman, this will happen? No, I wouldn't do that because me a beat a man. So if me a beat a man, I don't want to put a law where go send me to prison. You understand? So that's why the laws don't change. The same thing when it comes to other crime and violence in Jamaica, because a guy knows him have him little friend down the road where him can give a little thing if he go kill a man down the road and whatever, and him in a power. He's not putting laws in that's gonna say when this guy get caught, him supposed to go underneath the bus, right? No, he's gonna put laws because he knows that he's involved in these things. This is the problem. So, like Shawty B says, not only just the Prime Minister of Jamaica, but the entire Jamaican society, even his constituency, needs to stand up and say, brother, listen, this is a step too far. You're doing this. And not only, let me tell you something. I would, if when you watch the video, right, I would say, if him and the woman get into an argument or whatever, and him grab her up and him push her away, and him, boom, you can see like him no want to lick her, but him try to get her out time way, and then him go in a vehicle and drive off. Even when the first episode that happened, and him do whatever and him drive off, you could say, well, the woman provoke him or whatever. Well, the dude went into his car, take a break, smoke a cigarette, drink a beer, and come back out.
Might eat some jerk chicken on too.
No, it's not.
It's selfish at the same time too.
It's like, I think you have to understand, like the strength of a man in a way, because a female, in this situation, she was defenseless. Like,
right, yeah.
A
woman can't fight a man.
Yeah, basically, you understand, and he's just basically pushing his weight down on the woman. That's the part that disturbed me the most. Like, he's basically putting his weight down on the woman, and he actually take a stool and hit the woman in his face.
That's crazy.
In her face, like
that's the part that's crazy.
Like,
how can you take up a stool? Brother, we make out a wood and swing with his power. You can see it. Not like him take it and push her.
Yeah.
Boom. And then the woman run because when she get licked, the lick hurt her. So she run and him run her down.
Yeah. Really and truly, right? Yeah. This is a really serious matter.
Yeah.
Why is it serious? Because our leaders that's supposed to be putting things in place are not showing an example.
Right.
And what example is he showing to other men out there in the community?
Exactly.
And people out there looking to say, look, they're trying to lock us up for certain things, and look what they're doing.
Right.
They're not setting no example. For me, I think he should resign right now, and he should be locked up.
Yeah, I think
he should be serving time right now as we speak. There's no discussion. He should be in court, go defending himself, giving his right to defend himself, and actually go to jail.
Yeah.
Well,
he should serve some time.
Yeah, but the guy has no integrity. So
Definitely, no question asked.
Hold on. So you see, with this video evidence that's in place now, right? I think this would be like the straw that breaks the camel back. You understand? Because in Jamaica, we don't see politician go to prison.
No,
we never see a politician go to prison. So the only case we have with Royal Reed. I say name.
Royal Reed.
Yeah, Royal Reed. Yeah, the former Minister of Education that robbed up all of the money, right?
And then give him a slap on him.
Like basically, because I don't hear anything about him. No, them say the case is still in the courts or whatever. This case, no, I think this guy needs to get sentenced to prison. You understand? He needs to go to jail. For make as you said, Jay, make sure say him get the right to defend himself in court.
Yes.
But you see, if this actually goes through and he get convicted, this will send a signal to the society that say, the justice system will work. If he doesn't get convicted though, this is that's what send a signal that say the politicians are above the people.
Well, I would make sure. Well, listen, for me personally, and I don't know about you guys, but me personally, every night that we're here and we do an episode, I will make sure I say something about this until we have evidence that he's actually in jail because I'm not gonna sit there and allow that. Like somebody need to stand up and say something.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So so guys, what message do you think this is sending to the Jamaican society and other people out there?
Be to man.
Yeah, Jamaica society.
Be to man and you get away with it.
Jamaica society is notorious for knowing to beat woman. You understand? I grew up in Jamaica and I see this countless amount of time. Man and woman a fight.
Yeah.
You understand? You believe say two man a fight. You know, like man and woman a fight, and the woman a go back at the man. You know, and it's a sad thing, and this kind of shows that Jamaica really needs some psychological help in a way, because we always talk about this mental health issue that's in Jamaica. Jamaica really needs some therapy, because you see this in every home in Jamaica. I'm not gonna, like, you would say a majority, not every home, but a majority of the homes in Jamaica. Jamaicans don't know how to do conflict resolution, because even with this case, I believe the lady reported the MP to the police before this incident.
Yeah.
And
nothing happened.
You understand?
And then him go report her.
That's what happened.
So you see, it's just this. It's like there should be some type of system in place to like bring the two of them together and like resolve the issue.
But
you understand?
what is that woman? What I would like to know, what is the woman to him?
Yeah, I would like to know that.
I would like to understand.
Yo, they're messing around. There's no woman that he's gonna hit just like that.
No,
they've been messing around.
Not necessarily, no, because I feel that sometimes it was at a house, so it's saying that he was at that house. He went to the house.
Well.
So it might be that him go to the house or whatever, but sometimes it can be just somebody, because man feel, especially him being in MP and he being in power, he feels empowered to do whatever, and him feel like, yo,
no.
Big man.
Yeah. Listen, let me tell you something. This is what I see from this. Him and the woman have something going on.
Right. You feel so?
Right. Yes, because I'm not gonna see a woman just like that and beat her the way he beat her. Well, they had conversation, like you could tell in the video that they had dialogue going back and forth.
Yeah.
So if I don't know you, what is there to talk about?
No, but they could have beef about something. They have to have. But I don't know if they have a sexual relationship.
Maybe. I think so. I think he's actually under her. But Dave, hold on one second. I got a question actually, right?
Yeah.
Based on like, you studied law for a certain point, right? And you wanted to be a lawyer at some point.
Right.
How would you handle this situation?
Well, this is an easy case, because as long as the woman is willing to press the charge, right? As long as she decides that, okay, I'm going to press the charge, the video evidence is there, irrespective of what happened. So, all right, I don't know in Jamaica right now what is the rule, because let's just look at it from just that they're not in a relationship or anything, but just look at it from basically law standpoint, right? I know that here in the U.S., right? Well, not all over the U.S., but say New Jersey, there is a law that says force for force, right? So if somebody approach you with a knife and try to attack you, you can stop that person just to stop them from advancing. Once the person stops, you have to stop. If they have a gun, same deal, right? In this case, when you look at it, he wasn't afraid for his safety, because the only reason he could get off a case like this is if the woman hit him and she keep coming at her. She has something that make him fear for his life, so he defend himself as much as he can until he stop the attack from her. What you see in the video is that the woman, I think, fired the first blow. It's very obvious that the woman fired the first blow.
Wait, the woman I first hit him.
Right, the woman.
I didn't see that part.
Right. No, the woman fired the first blow, definitely. I don't know what was going on, but the woman fired the first blow, and after she fired the blow, he go boom, 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 and wail out. And then when he's wailing out, after he wailed out, she kind of tried to defend herself a bit, and then he kept coming. Then if I was a defense lawyer, I would play it on the other side. But then the part where he go wrong, the big part that he go wrong, because remember, you have to stop the advancement of because you think your life is in danger. When he went to his vehicle, when the woman is no more threat, for him to come back out and go after her, it's a clear-cut case. No, he's the aggressor, right? And to more even further, when he took the stool and hit her, and she felt that hit, she ran. And when she ran, he didn't allow her to get away. He go after her again. So that's clear-cut case that he is the aggressor. So he has no case. Like, as a defense lawyer, you say, well, she hit him first, and when she hit him, you have temporary insanity, which I don't even think that would even hold up. But the point is that she was the first person to initiate the first blow, and he would have been right in his right, say it's just somebody outside and he feel threatened of his life, to hit her back and stop her.
And then report it.
You see,
But because he go beyond that,
I'm a bit scared now because Jamaica law a week, and then if I get a man like Christopher Townsend or Peter Champagne, you understand?
No.
If him go get, because I'm a politician, he can afford them people, they understand?
Right.
If he go get one of those lawyers, you understand?
But they have an uphill battle.
They have a battle, but them the lawyer, they fight a lot of battles and get off. You understand?
No, but the video evidence is the key
exactly.
to it.
But
if there was no video evidence, he would have got away. He would have
got away. Yeah, that's true. But it made me look a bit worrying because if him go get one of them lawyer there, and them lawyer they pull them trick with the Jamaica justice system, because them two lawyer they know how to run around the justice system. You understand? And to me, it's kind of a bit worrying.
I think the only trick he can pull,
Yeah.
the truth is, the only trick I believe he can pull, and we're going to watch it play out, right? And we're going to keep on the story until we watch it play out. Here's the only trick that I think he can pull. One, first of all, he is going to get convicted unless he plead guilty. I think his best option is to plead guilty to it, because the video evidence is overwhelming, where it is, okay, he wasn't the first aggressor. He wasn't the one that initiated first contact. She did. All right? So his lawyers could have got away with that. He blew his case up when he left and came back. He blew his case up when he hit her with the stool and she tried to run away and he run her down. So now he's the aggressor. So that's an uphill battle. So I think the best that his lawyers can do for him is to have him plead guilty, get a low sentence, and get away. If he does go to trial, he is going to be convicted. I don't see no jury sitting down there and looking at that, or no judge looking at that and says that he is not the aggressor and he didn't go beyond defending himself. Right? So I think he's going to get convicted. The problem is what kind of sentence he'll get.
We shall see.
That's the problem.
We will see how that play out. But you see the thing too, I feel like if the camera wasn't there, as you said, if the camera wasn't there and get away with it,
He would have get away with it. Absolutely.
I know that what emboldened him to do, become the aggressor in the situation is that he's a politician.
Yeah.
And he knows, say, yo,
they will buy theme word over fear.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he knows, say, yo, if I go to station and say this, I basically I run this
Right.
constituency. So if I go to the station and complain,
Yeah,
the more will go after
They'll
him.
go after
Yeah.
her, which is what he tried.
yeah, exactly.
He just didn't know that the video was there.
Yeah, he didn't know because
Right.
he knows the police couldn't find him for a bit. You understand? The police but basically him probably said to him, he must say, whatever, me not have to go into police or anything like that. I mean, I have to answer to them. But once him see the video evidence, I sure know him.
No, we're gonna reach out.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah.
But the question, right? Do you think the prime minister should step in and say something? Or
Absolutely.
do
Of
something
course,
about this?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Absolutely.
The Jamaica Labour Party is the majority party in
Jamaica,
Jamaica right now. And Westmoreland is a very interesting place because you have the Vaz empire over there. You have Darrell Vaz and Admarie Vaz that
Right.
run off Westmoreland.
Right.
And this guy, I don't know which constituency in Westmoreland that he run, but Westmoreland, the JLP, I try to lock it down.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Because I think that era that this guy is from is PMP. So, this is kind of a shaky case because if him get convicted
Right.
or resign, I think there's gonna be some election that comes
Right.
up.
Special election
Some
to fill the seat.
Exactly. So
Right.
it's a case where
PMP can take over the seat.
over
Right.
and they can get some type of majority back in parliament. But not majority, but they're not gonna get no majority, but they're gonna gain a seat.
Gain a seat. But let me ask you the question. What is the bylaws in Jamaica, which I don't know, so I'm asking the question, and if anybody know in the comments section, you can post it. What is the bylaws in Jamaica in terms of if an elected official becomes incapacitated and that official cannot serve out a duty? What is the rule to that? Is it that the prime minister can appoint somebody? Is it that somebody can appoint somebody to that seat until the next election? I don't know.
I don't know that, but I know for like the prime minister, I believe there should be an election called. The next person in the party should. Well, I'm thinking about this from the UK standpoint because I know Jamaica gets its system from the UK.
Right.
But what happened is that whoever is the next person in the party take over, and then there should be an election called after.
Right. So
there should be what they call it, a by-election or
by-election or something.
Yeah.
That's a big question right now to find out that. But irrespective of politics, just the decency, the pure decency of saying what we saw on that video was very appalling for a man. Look here, we know it's a fact that man lick woman, and we know it happened in Jamaica all the time. The point is that when you stand up and you and a woman have beef, the woman is much weaker than you.
What?
It would be different if him slap her and then just like, yo, go sit down over there, so, right?
I want to say something though. And this, I don't know if you guys would agree with me, but I believe Jamaican females in general, they need to stop being so aggressive.
They are very aggressive.
Yeah, they need to stop being so
we
aggressive.
can't paint it with a broad brush. Some Jamaican female. Right.
Some Jamaican female. Reason why is because females test a man, you know.
Yeah,
every female do that.
I
You
agree.
understand? But to me, I feel Jamaican females do it
More than anywhere else.
More. You understand?
And some Newark females do that too.
But I feel, you know, with she being the aggressor in the beginning, right? She is basically like looking for like a red card to get out of the fight because she's a female.
Right. So she slap him and
she expect him to
just walk away.
For us walk away, you understand?
Yeah.
And that can't be the case because you have this feminist movement that's going on where females are saying that they wants to be equal to man. So
the man treat him equal.
So man treat him equal. So if you're expecting to be treated equal, don't, you know, like mess with a man and make the man hit you.
Right.
You understand? Don't test them.
But-
Because a man, I'm give about that equal treatment because you want to be treated equal.
So you go get equal treatment.
You understand?
But you know what? That whole feminist movement, I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a fan of it either.
Because here's the thing. I believe that a man's duty is to take care of his woman, protect his family, and build his family, right? That's your job as a man. And the feminist movement kind of come in a way where they kind of say, yo, you know, the woman for this and whatever, and the woman, and I don't believe in it because they know woman, if me and a woman go out, she now pay for my food. Me I'll pay for my food. Me I'll pay for her food. That's just what a man do. But in Jamaica, it's like, well, woman and man depend, well, even here in the US, woman and man depend on the same playing ground. And I just don't believe in that. What I believe is that you treat a woman delicately, right? A woman is supposed to be treasured. Chivalry is truly dead when you look at everything in Jamaica and across the world right now. And I love chivalry. I want to treat a woman nice and she feel like a girl and I want it. I don't want to lay down in a bed with a man.
You see the thing with the
Right? Most women are going is like them a man.
Yeah, but this is the culture that's the culture and the mindset that's causing that.
But that comes from the US. That mindset.
Well, Jamaica, all right. So you have some aspect that come from the US.
Yeah.
You understand? Because in the US you have the whole feminist movement where women are saying I want to be equal and so forth. And then in Jamaica you have this very interesting thing where the woman them has to take on that role of a man because remember we talk about the fathers not being in the home.
Being there, true.
So woman become more like the provider and the caretaker.
And then we all said to me, because me I provide my own thing.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's you know you have the feminist movement there, but that's one aspect that perpetuate the issue of women being more aggressive and so forth.
True.
And I'm not saying a woman can't be aggressive or what. I'm not saying that. Like everybody you can choose their own path. You understand? I'm not say that. But may I say in particular, like a man, you know, when a man look at a woman, it's like
You shouldn't be intimidated.
Yeah, you shouldn't be intimidated by a woman. You should be like more.
Well, sometimes men look at women and get intimidated because of not just the woman but themselves.
And sometimes insecurity.
Insecurity, their own security, and sometimes the men want to bring that woman down and make that woman feel less than herself or less than them, so that they can feel like they're better than that woman. But I feel like it has everything to do with you as a man and understanding like what this woman is about. Unless she's not disrespectful and she's not like understanding a role in being a wife.
Right?
And not trying to
take his spot.
Yeah,
but
that's it.
If a woman is just if she's highly educated and she have a good job,
she'll understand.
And she and whatever, and you trying to pull her down, no.
Yeah, but it's in Jamaica, the gender roles are like switched in a way. You understand? In my opinion, it's switched. I'm not saying every Jamaican man behave like a female, but you have some Jamaican man that want a woman to take care of them.
Yeah, yo,
You
listen,
have a ton of Jamaican
Shawnee
man
B,
that wants that.
Shawnee B, look here, brother. And
So
I have,
the gender role flipping a lot
Look,
of ways, you know.
I hold a lot of respect for what you just said. And
Why? Because you was one of those men.
No, never been. And I respect that, and it kind of make me proud that you know, I raised you in that way.
Yo, I mean, raise them.
but let me show you something. My father always tell me, and it's something he tell, and it's stuck with me. You don't live in a woman house. You don't make a woman provide for you. You provide for her, cause you're a man. Let me tell you something. One of the things that I hate about Jamaican man, and it's across the Caribbean. There's a lot of places in Caribbean, but we can talk. I can definitely talk about Jamaican man because I see it. If right now a Jamaican man book a woman will come from America, right?
Woman take care of him.
And soon as him book a woman will come from America, the first thing in him thought that, yo, is a foreign girl me have and she have to spend money for me. It's a dirty mentality.
Well, it's a female mentality. The thing is that what I said, you see this feminist movement, right? Why I bring that up is because the feminist movement is making men more feminine. As I was reading this.
It support the man more than it do the woman.
In a way, you understand? It changed the definition of masculinity. This is a big topic. We should talk about this in a separate video. But there's this guy out there named I can't remember his name now. But this is psychologist out there. I started listening to him. His name George Peterson. I think if I remember. No, Jordan Peterson. That's his
Shout
name.
out to Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, Jordan Peterson, right? He's a famous psychologist, and he talk about the rules of female and man in society. Right. A lot of people don't agree with him, but what he says is that females are more agreeable and men are more disagreeable.
Right.
But what this feminist movement is doing is switching it around.
Right.
You understand? And it creates this whole issue in society where men, you know, feel like them can't be themselves. Right. They have to be somebody else, like just to be with a female and all that stuff. That's a big topic. But in Jamaica, definitely though, you have this this weird switch with the gender roles, and this is, we can't continue to have the society like that where a man get up and feel like a woman supposed to take care of them and all that stuff. 'Cause look at the video that happened the other day with the guy that wanted to kill the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, the ex-girlfriend. She paid for the window.
She paid for the window and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, the man a girl too.
Exactly.
Yeah, girl thing that.
Yeah.
Girl thing that, brother.
So it's not...
Me no want no woman pay my way, brother. No woman have to pay my way, brother.
No, but it depends. Because
I believe
I know
in this.
women did stuff for me. And
Bro,
okay.
doing stuff for you is different. I know you well enough, right? so don't support the bullshit. Let me tell you something. Doing stuff for you is different. If my woman, right, knowing say I get up all the while, I provide her with a shelter over her head, I provide her with everything that she needs in life, right? And she have a little change and she go out and buy something for me. It's no problem, right? I'll accept that. If she go out and say, boy, we run into a little difficulty, and she say, boy, yo, you know what, I'll put up her money for help us clear out that. I respect that. A woman shouldn't be paying my rent. A woman shouldn't be paying my light bill. A woman shouldn't be buying my food. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in that. You're a man, that is your purpose upon this earth.
But the thing is that it's this thing where, you know, females... I think in your case, you don't want a female that is more submissive to you. Like, females nowadays are not submissive. A female feel like, say, yeah, I'm the boss, or they want to control the situation.
Well, that's
you have a lot
I
of females
up,
that do that, like, nowadays.
That I mess it up.
You understand? And the thing is that, like, I feel like the rules in Jamaica just need to get reversed right now.
Yeah.
I just feel like that.
It needs to...
Because that have a big impact in a lot of things in the society.
But let me defend the females them real quick, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Back in the days, and you guys can tell me this, right? Back in the days, right? You have these older guys that actually provide for their family. They provide, and that was it. They put food on the table. That was it. Emotionally, they never provide the emotion support. So you have women. You have women in homes that is so broken. And back in the day, they didn't have nobody to talk to. They just took it and live with it.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand?
True.
If you notice, back in the day, like, women will look older than they should.
Yeah. No, the men
now
look
you
older.
now you turn it around. The men are looking older than they should. And now you see these women. You see 50, 60, 80. You see these women walking around looking beautiful because you see. For the thing is that women. I don't think women. Some women are mistaken what they're fighting for. Right. And what rights they're fighting for.
Yep,
right.
I agree.
Right? They're mistaking that. They're taking it as like, yeah, I should be in control.
No.
But what I feel a woman should be is understand her role and understand what she's there for. Not to overstep her boundaries because no good man gonna sit there and have a woman take.
I tell you, a man, I'm young, you understand, but I know this already. A man needs a woman to be there emotionally for him. You understand? If a man don't have a woman...
And sexually.
Yeah.
And sexually too.
That's important.
Emotionally.
Very important.
You understand? Emotionally. Because the man go out and work and come back and then he come home and
he want the emotional support at all.
Yes. Exactly. So you go out in the world because this is the idea, right? Like the man is the provider, right? And go out into the world and provide. When you come back home...
And him expect to get that.
Yeah, you probably expect to get that treatment. And this is the thing. Look, if you look back to like some primitive times, right? The man go fight a lion, a tiger, a bear, and then him come back bloody and all them stuff, tired. But and then when him come back, but remember now, woman, listen, like this is how I look at it. This is how I look at it. You have to look at it from an evolutionary perspective. You understand? Like,
wait, all your thoughts, real quick, Shawnee. All your thoughts.
Well, yeah.
All your thoughts. Don't forget what you're about to say. Wait.
Just an idiot.
I'm not going to fight it. Don't fight it.
Well. Let me finish my time. I'll come back to that. But
we starving.
Look.
Go ahead.
Look. Back in the days, you had that, right? The man go out and he fight the lion and the tiger and he come back, right? He's expecting, right? He's expecting the woman to be there to dress him wounds.
Yeah.
And then the woman supposed to go cook the lion and the tiger.
Right.
You understand? Go cook it.
Seeds up in a roast at night.
Yeah.
That's a good lion, girl.
But then look. The man go sleep, right? Get up again, go hunt
fight again. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Right.
That's not the way it should be.
That's how it was designed.
But listen. But if you look at the like other mammals such as monkeys, which I'm looking at it from an evolutionary perspective. I'm not looking at it from a human perspective. Like monkeys, right?
Right.
Monkeys are very
natural instinct.
Yeah, it's close to humans, right? That's how it is.
Yeah.
The monkey, that's how it is.
You
understand?
sit down and wait and then come in
Exactly.
and she sit down and groom him.
Baboons, right?
Clean him up.
I was watching this documentary the other day about baboons in South Africa, right? And basically the man baboon, basically sit down and him just watch over.
Yeah, and say, any boy come across some killer.
Watch over, and guess what? At the end of the day, the female have to come and show him respect.
Yeah, I seen that.
You understand?
I seen that.
You have to show him.
But that's how it was designed.
That's how it's designed. But because of evolution, right, with all the technology that's in society right now, that's changing, especially with social media.
Yeah,
and it's like
social media is messing up the world.
Humans are going through this like evolutionary cycle, even though we don't know it. It's happening because we're changing how we
naturally supposed to interact
with people. You got people that's conservative with it. Where like you're more conservative, where you say, look, I want man for do this, a woman puts this. I'm conservative with it. You are conservative with it. But it's your natural instinct though, as a man, is to know so you have a woman there and that can provide for you. Not provide for you, can support you emotionally.
So
and a woman is looking for a man, right?
Who can provide
for them. Because if you look at a woman though, right? A woman not gonna pick somebody that they don't feel can support them. A man that's not strong enough for that. They're not gonna pick that.
Right.
They're looking for the best fit.
Right.
And if you look at how the animal kingdom works, it's the same thing.
Yeah, they look for the big strong one. Because even like they look for the biggest man.
You see me talk about crabs, right? Crabs. I just read this the other day in one book, and them I talk about how crabs mate. You understand? basically the crab did it and he beat up all of the other crab.
The man crab.
Yeah,
I say, yo, mind
big
it.
crab. You know, so the big crab. You
Yeah. Yo,
understand?
dude, go over there. So go over there. You can't touch this.
When all of the other crab them basically in a them corner and whatever, the female come in now and try to seduce
the man.
The man.
I say, yo, dog, you kill everything.
Yeah, seduce the man. You understand? The man aggressive. I know basically the female have to spray out some type of chemical and have to show the man say, hey, I'm not a killer.
Yeah,
exactly.
I said, I like it. Yo.
But if you look at the animal kingdom, look at crocodiles.
Same deal.
Alligator did the same thing.
Yeah. And we are changing as humans.
Humans are changing.
I gotta say this real quick,
so,
right? Put that camera on me real quick. Put the camera on me real quick.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go buy 7 TVs.
For what?
7 70-inch TV and just put it around the house.
This is gonna be good.
Put it around the house, right? And I put it all the channels on Animal Kingdom of when animals making love and who they make love to,
right? And how it go,
and how they act towards the man.
How it's supposed to go.
You understand? Yeah. Because I want a female
to understand what our position is.
Like, yo. I don't want to watch no what you call it, no reality show.
Yeah, love and hip hop.
Reality show. Them girls talking back to their husband, throwing drinks at them. Yo, I know these women want to do the same thing.
Yeah, makes sense. Love and hip hop. There's no love and there's no hip hop. So what the hell?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So listen, it's beer that they have to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them understand where they come from.
Yeah.
They understand the animal kingdom. And
yeah, even the animal can remember. You way more smarter than that. And you don't know how to submit.
But it's your smartness that's changing that.
Yeah,
the natural instinct is changing.
But you see, the thing is, women need to understand their position.
Exactly.
I'm not saying to sit there and be a fool. I'm not saying to let men beat on you,
right?
Disrespect you.
Absolutely
understand your rule.
We're not saying that. Understand your. If you want a man in your life,
yes, a good man,
a good man. If you want a good man in your life, and you know that that's a good man, don't force him to do anything. Don't try to tell him what to do.
Right.
Support him.
Right.
Try to talk to him. Try to reason with him. Support. Let me tell you something. A man could be on his last toe before he hit the ground, and a woman come and say, "I believe in you."
But Jay,
and that would pick up the money.
That last strive he's on because that woman believe in him. He would get right back up and go fight that lion like Shawnee
said. Let me say
said.
something to you, right?
Go ahead.
And here's the thing that I say. You remember on the last show we did when Shawnee B wasn't here, when you asked the question why men cheat?
Well, for the past 2 months?
Yeah, for how long Shawnee B go on hiatus.
I just listen, people. I travel a lot for my job, so I get to see the world.
Oh, yeah!
Go to London and everything.
You see when people start flexing on me?
Right.
I travel too.
I travel.
I go to work every day. What's up with that?
But I travel internationally, man. That's it.
I travel locally. It's okay.
All right. So here's the hook, right? When we were talking about, when we had that conversation, and it's a serious conversation that needs to be had, right? Sitting at this table right now, there are 3 educated men here, right?
Speak for yourself.
Right. Employ him ting dong, but him educated. All right, listen. There are 3 educated men that we've been through school. We did the things that we needed to do to get to where we are. We are career people that has jobs and whatever and successful at what we do, right? Here's the thing. A man like us, who was brought up in the way that we were brought up, our parents teaching us, you must respect a woman, you must do whatsoever, you must provide for your family. You get a woman out there, and this is what ladies have to understand and what they have to realize, right? You get a woman out there. When we go out there, because my job is tough, it's just as yours, Shawnee B's thing is stressful as well. When we go out there, right?
Wait. Stick a point. What you just said?
Yes, a Shawnee B thing. I'm sitting on the computer every day.
Yo, the big mass. Yo, Shawnee B sitting on the computer
every day. All right. But listen.
And show up. Wait, stick a point. Why are you trying to make this guy think something so nice? Like, what is stressing him out?
You have to write code.
I have to write code. You have to solve problems.
You have to write code. So, I mean, I don't write code, so I don't know the issues that you deal with, right?
You have to solve problems.
So
yeah, big man, go ahead.
Hey,
go ahead,
listen, I tell you, the problems I solve, you can't solve.
Because that's not my field. Okay. You want to say the food I cook, you can't cook.
All right.
Well, see, all right.
Go ahead, dude.
So here's the thing, right? When you go out there and you deal with, because I know I go to work sometimes, and I have a huge staff, right? And then you have a big staff as well, a huge staff that we have to oversee and make sure that things go right. And sometimes I go out there, my boss sometimes, my boss is dope, but most time you go out there and you have issues with your staff and you have issues with the business and what's going on and you have to do it. So you stress out and you come in the house. And when you come in the house, you're expecting your woman to kind of say to you, babe, what's wrong? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because this is what makes you, give you that strength to go back out the next day. Baby, what's wrong? Give you a head rub, a hand job if it's necessary. Run the shower, run the cook the food, whatever. Make me feel good, even though she works as well. But the truth of the matter is that, and this is the truth, Shawnee B doesn't have a person living with him. But let's start from you and my experience.
Him have a lot of women.
Him depend on a different thing, But the thing is that
as single is good,
Yeah, but I have a lot of women.
Hey, well, look.
Right, but here's the thing. From our standpoint, right? I know your significant other not really after work, brother. We know that as a fact. We don't really have to.
Yeah, wait.
No.
Dave,
Let's be honest with the people.
You can't be putting my business out there.
Brother, let's just be honest.
People gonna start thinking I'm making so much money.
Brother, we're not gonna talk about what you make, but we know what it is. Let me tell you something. Right? So the point is that if she go out there and do something, she do it just for herself to feel, the worth of herself. Mm-hmm. Likewise, it's the same deal with me.
Definitely.
When we step into the house, you're looking at like, oh, I want to feel a certain way, right? Mm-hmm. And when you get in the house, you hear, you never did do this, you never did do that, and so forth. No, it makes you think to yourself like, yo, I need to find some comfort. And at that stage in the relationship, now you start looking at the girl outside will feel like she shouldn't be the girl in the house, and she start giving you certain play, and then you say, I want that comfort of mind, and you go do something that you really shouldn't be doing, but
Definitely.
because that woman make you feel that way, you went and do it.
Definitely.
So the simple point about it is that depending on who your man is, as far as ladies, and I'm talking to you ladies, you have to understand if you have a certain kind of a guy who's providing a certain kind of a life for you, you need to appreciate that. But what I noticed with a lot of females is that initially getting into the relationship, they appreciate the fact of what you're doing. But when they get used to it, I get used to a thing, they feel like, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. I listened to this guy on YouTube called True Story, and he talk about how a woman cheat on man. You understand?
True Jamaican story.
No,
Jamaican.
True Story.
It's a white guy.
No, it's not a white guy. It's a black
It's
guy.
a black guy?
Yep, it's a
He
black
sound
guy.
white as hell.
He's black.
You need to show his
I didn't
face.
hear that one.
But listen, I listened to True, right? And True said basically, I listen to all of these guys' stories, like thousands of guys' story, and them talk about what a woman do. And it's like this: you'll be in a relationship with a woman for 10, 15, almost 30 years, right? Mm-hmm. And then the woman decides, I'm bored.
Right, and she want to go.
And she go.
Right.
You understand? And it's like a toy. It's
Yeah.
like a
Let
woman
them play
look
with
at a
you.
man as a toy. Like that's how I see it nowadays. And I say for as a man, right, what you need to do is always have an exit plan.
Yeah.
Always have an exit plan. Never get into something without an exit plan. And as what you should do, right? Don't make sure say yo, look, I'm not giving my all as a man. You need to focus on yourself as a
Right,
man.
yeah.
You need to know, that's how because I'm talking about the evolutionary perspective.
But that's not
because
how we
it's-
were designed. We're
that's
supposed to
not-
focus on the family and the woman.
But now because of what society is, you gotta have to change your mindset as a man.
I'll show you this. I hear DMX, and I'm talking about. I refer DMX a lot because he's somebody that I say most people they overlook him in terms of the things that he says because of whatever reason. But I think that even though that he passed, and I wish that prior to him passing, we could have had conversations like this and mention his name so he can see the work that he's been doing. But I heard DMX say something he was on Charlemagne's show, right? Mm-hmm. And he said
The Breakfast Club,
right? And he said when he was on that show, he says at the time, I think it was like 2012 or something like that. He was like, listen, he's with his wife. He was married to his wife. This is the girl that he knew since he was like 16 years old. They've been broke together. They struggle come up, and he's a good enough dude that he marries her when he started making all this money. And he was such a good enough dude that he takes the money that he was making. He was like, everything goes into account. She has control over that account.
Oh, no.
The only money that he had in his pocket is like when you have a little a little show somewhere and he get like that extra money. That's what he play with, right?
Shawnee, you had this experience before.
So here's what he said. He says he did all of that stuff, and he was kind of mad at her because they had somebody, I don't know if it's an accountant or whatever, that kind of screwed up their money. And he's like, the guy did it one time. Somebody did it one time, and he's like, yo, you're supposed to watch the money, and you're not watching the money. You focus on all this other stuff, and I'm expecting you to watch the money because you're supposed to have our back. So DMX said, and he said something pointed that goes to the point that you were making. He says, when he was with her, because she broke up with him before and go deal with another dude. That's when he was broke and he didn't have nothing.
Okay.
He says, when he was with her and she decided that the relationship was done, and she says it's over. She just went and did what she wanted to do, and he had no control. He said he went to see his kids, and he was sitting there. And back then they had them long phone cards. He was like, the dude would call, and she takes the phone and walk right over him with the card running over him, going into close the door, and he's sitting there, and he's like, yo, I took it like a champ. Then DMX has become DMX, right? And DMX is now the man, right? So now DMX is doing this thing or whatever, and the relationship isn't working out, and he's seeing certain things, and he's like, yo, you know what? I need to bounce. Now he's the biggest piece of crap on earth, and he's like, how fair is that? When a woman decides the relationship is over, it's over.
Yeah.
And you could cry, you could bawl, you could do whatever. If she choose not to give you a chance, you don't get a chance. But then when you decide it's over, you the worst man, and she did what? It's unfair, bro.
A man is a toy to a woman. Put it that way. So that's my perspective on it. And look, I don't want to forget off topic. You understand? But you know, we Mr. Right? Even if he resign.
Yeah, Mr. Right. Mr. Right needs to resign right now.
Going back to taking it back full circle.
Yeah, Mr. Right.
But even with everything we are talking about, that women would have certain things and certain effects in the relationship. The bottom line is that no man has the right to beat a woman. No man has the right to put his hands on a woman.
Just walk away.
Jay, you have a thing you're not showing me today.
Yeah, but guys, we're gonna go into a break.
Yeah. And then we'll come back and pick up the show from another
Yes, we're going to go into a break. And the next thing we're going to be talking about, stay tuned, we're going to be talking about just basically in Guyana, a conductor of a bus.
Well, I don't even give them a topic until we come back in.
All right.
So everybody, we're going to a station break right now. 95.7 FM, Livewire Radio, and livewireradio.com. You got to pay the bills, so we got to get some commercial running. So everybody, get back, get your stuff, go get your little drink or whatever, get ready to come back into the show again, right?
I got to talk some shit.
Thank y'all for joining us. Livewire Radio 95.7 FM and livewireradio.com.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.